Hello everyone, my name's Ian, this is Hubnut and I do tinkering with cars slightly. Today we're going to be talking rear wipers. We've got an amusing wiper anecdote with our trusty Fiat Panda here, and yeah, we had some issues which are very apparent, but not quite what I expected. So the wiper hasn't failed. I've just parked it in the upright position to demonstrate a couple of things. One is that it's doing a terrible job of wiping. There's no pressure on the screen down at the bottom here, and even less up here at the top. Look at that, very, very gappy. It's had that problem since we've had it. I've replaced the blade, but it turns out it's a really cheap, nasty blade. And we experienced some very, very peculiar symptoms on the way back from university. Because little Miss Hubnut, we should probably call her Miss Hubnut Junior these days, she's not so little, she drove all the way back from university. It was a journey of several hours, and she hadn't driven since, she had like 3 days of pootling around in the Panda after passing her test, and then went to university in October. So she's done very little driving, but she was just like, yeah, I want to do it. I was just like, if you want me to stop and take over, I'll do that. And she was like, no, I'm going all the way. So she did. She drove all the way home. It was getting dark, it was rainy, it was really unpleasant, really difficult, really busy roads because everyone was starting to think about heading home. We were like driving home in rush hour. So if you got carved up or cut up or a little blue Panda pulled out in front of you, we're still learning, folks. But overall, she did an amazing job. That was a lot of driving, and she's done some more driving while we're here as well. And yeah, she's doing really, really well. I'm very, very proud. But on the way back from university, we were driving along, and there'd be this strange twang noise. I can demonstrate the strange twang noise because it was this. And it happened every time the rear wiper went. And we're like, what on earth is that? I was like, turn the wiper off. We're going to have to investigate. And I'll now set up exactly what was happening. This is what had happened. One of the metal pieces that's meant to reinforce the wiper blade had come out to such an extent, it was actually pinging the roof aerial, because we were feeling that through the roof of the car. And I was just like, this is the most peculiar thing I've ever heard in my life. So I just said, turn the rear wiper off. We'll investigate when better conditions allow. So yeah, one of the metal pieces came out completely and has since been thrown in the bin. The other one is just about hanging in there, but this El Cheapo wiper blade I bought online is absolute rubbish. It clips in via 2 slots here, and the original one that came on the car I managed to break because it's so difficult to get it out. But we've got a solution that will hopefully solve this problem and may actually make the rear wiper work properly. Who knows? And the solution I'm hoping for has come from bladesdirect.co.uk. It's a complete rear wiper, the arm and the blade. So I'm hoping this is going to be a decent quality. Fits the Fiat Panda, the famous Panda, and the Lancia Musso. And if you're wondering what a Lancia Musso is, it's a Fiat Idea, but Lancia badged. We saw loads when we went to Turin a couple of years ago. And yeah, they're very popular over there. Never seen them here, of course, because Lancia left the UK market, because we keep calling them Lancia. I think that was why. Way back in 1993. So what's in the box? Well, I don't know why I walked over there, because the tripod's over here. Let's see what's in the box. And it is indeed a complete rear wiper unit. So, and just the same, the blade actually clips in. It doesn't really look like it's designed to be replaced. So you can see the little circles. That's where 2 little nodules on the blade clip in. Hopefully this will be a bit more reliable. We shall see. Gonna have to get the old one off first of all. I think I might just take that out before I blind myself with it. So blade up, pull up the cap, and we've got what I think is a 12mm, might be a 10. And then we can get the wiper off. Remember the position. I should probably park it first. That would be more sensible, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Just let it park. There we go. So that is our park position down at the bottom, and because the screen's filthy, we can easily see the wiping pattern. Let's go and get a yeah, I think that might be a 10. Let's try our luck. Right, trusty 10mm. There we go. Undo the nut. And then, haha, this is always the fun bit. Oh no, there we go, it's off. That's the broken one. This is our new one. Let's see if this works any better. So just get it lined up where we want it, right at the bottom of the screen there. On with the 10mm. This is like the easiest tinkering video ever. Or is that famous last words? This is still hub nut. It could go horribly wrong. The rear window could fall out or something. And then I'll be in real trouble because little Miss Hubnut does like this car. But she's now at her dad's for the new year. She had Christmas with us. And then she'll be back to uni. And of course, she doesn't want to take this car to uni. She hasn't really got anywhere to park it. And being in the city, she doesn't really have need of a car. So big question is that working? Is it better? Let's tidy these things up. I say tidy, you know what I mean. Throw in a heap somewhere I'll never remember ever again. And it's the moment of truth. Ignition on, wash. Where's the screen? There it is. That's still rubbish. Are they always rubbish? Is there just too much curve to the screen? Yeah, that's still really bad. Doesn't help this is looking a bit dusty already. Go. Oh, that was just a dribble wipe. Yeah, it's still a little missy down there and very missy up here. In theory, that would wipe the high level brake light, but it still doesn't do that. Let's just try and stop it in the right place. Yeah, I wonder if that's just impossible. Is that just too much curvature? Because I don't see how a blade could be expected, especially one that's only got one rigid piece. How could we be expected to ever clean that satisfactorily? Yeah, that's terrible. But again, I know there's nothing to stop the pieces of metal coming out, so hopefully they just won't, and we won't have a repeat of that issue. But yeah, I would welcome your thoughts, people. Look, we're gappy down the bottom as well. Is this just terrible rear wiper design? Is this just a problem on the Fiat Pandas? Jono, Peak2CV, I know you love Pandas. What are your Pandas like? Let me know. Well, I must confess to a little disappointment there. That just seems a terrible rear wiper design, and must do better. But huge thanks for your continued support during 2025. We're reaching the end of the year now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a highlights reel because they're often absolutely terrible for views. Maybe I'll check it over on Hub Notes or something, because there have been some real highlights this year for me, personally, I think. And you know, thinking back to the Spain trip, some of the adventures we've had in Desmond, we got Ellie back on the road and sort of functioning after an engine swap. There's been a lot to celebrate, especially in the latter half of the year. Standard Atlas pickup video did really well for views, which was pleasing because that was so oddball and out there. I was really worried that would absolutely tank. And the Ford car, the Sangyong Rodius, our first raffle cars. And we've already got the next one lined up, hoping to collect that next week. So it's all very exciting. It isn't the not my Pajero Evo, but yeah, it's been a good year for Hubner, and huge thanks for your support. We're offering you a lovely discount on the Hubnut store, just as a bit of a end of year sale. 10% off, it's automatically added at checkout. You don't have to do anything other than visit the store. Look for the link in the description below. It's our fourth wall store. You can get all sorts of stuff I'm not wearing. Clever. But with a 10% discount. The stickers are quite expensive, unfortunately. And by the time you factored in the postage, a sticker on its own is quite a lot. But it isn't so bad if you just add one to your existing order. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much. And we'll see you next year, probably. Might have one more road test for you yet, but I haven't filmed it yet. So stay tuned. And thank you very much. Farewell.